Hey, my name is Leslie Morris, and today we're going to be looking at the Pressbook for Andy Milligan's The Man with Two Heads. Now, Pressbooks were sent out by the distributor to the theatre owner in order to help the theatre promote the film, and Pressbooks are pretty much all the same. They've got basic cast and crew details, a synopsis. In this case, The Man with Two Heads is Andy Milligan's take on the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde story. It's got print ads, suggested TV and radio spots, and my favorite bit, it has suggested ways on how to promote the film, but we'll get to that shortly. I like this press book as it has almost nothing to do with The Man with Two Heads, and it's more about this other Andy Milligan film called The Rats Are Coming, The Werewolves Are Here. In fact, it says that you pretty much shouldn't ever show The Man with Two Heads by itself, and it should always be at the bottom of a double feature, which I find a little bit odd, as it's actually a better film than The Rats Are Coming, but when it comes to Andy Milligan films, that's not saying a lot. Maybe I should say it's the least bad one. Anyway, campaign hints for big grosses and more money for all C. What could that word be? I don't know, as this section's being cut out. Anyway, it gives us 5 tips on how to promote the films, but I only can read the first 2. Sponsor the most talked about contest of the year. Win a live rat for your mother-in-law. I need to point out that Andy Milligan hated women, in particular his mother. Despite being gay, he was married once. I don't know if he hated his mother-in-law. I'm just assuming he did. It doesn't cost much, and the publicity value is fantastic. For somewhere between $5 and $10, you can purchase a rat or a mouse, they are similar, and cage from a local pet store. Use the special contest tag to the newspaper ads, use this contest radio spots, hang some special posters, and you're in business. I'm assuming the special contest tag was there, and they used this print ad. Let's have a look at the radio spot. Win a live rat for your mother-in-law or anyone else who you dearly love. Yes, anyone who has the guts to see this new flesh-curdling film, The Rats Are Coming, The Werewolves Are Here, can win a live rat at our special drawing. Not only will she be terrified at the theater by these gruesome man-eating creatures, yet you can continue with all sorts of fun and games at home. The Rats Are Coming, together with the new Despicable Man with Two Heads, both in color, both PG. I haven't seen this film in a while, but I don't remember the rats actually eating anyone, and it's not odd that this film's PG, despite these films being just sleazy, filth-written pieces of cinema. They feature almost no nudity or violence. But I don't know. I like to imagine some parent taking their child to a grindhouse to see this film. Granted, if that ever happened, you probably need your children taken off you, as they were notorious gay beats and pseudo-homeless shelters. For some added publicity, put the caged rat in a conspicuous place in the theater 2 weeks prior to opening. If it was in a grindhouse, I don't think anyone would notice, as grindhouses and New York are both infested with rats. You may think that few people would want to win a rat, and you're probably right. But many people will talk about the film and your theater, especially if local radio, TV, and newspaper feature writers know about and in quotes contests. They won't be saying anything nice, obviously. We suggest that you hold a drawing for one or more specially designated shows of the film. If you have any questions or problems, call our local exchange or Louis Michigan at the home office. And number 2 is about pulling up colourful rat decorations. Now you're probably wondering who on earth thought this was a good idea. Apparently, when Andy Milligan first shot The Rats Are Coming, The Werewolves Are Here, it was only about werewolves. But due to the films Willard and Ben, rats became popular, so he shot a bunch of additional scenes and had a bunch of rats and didn't know what to do with them. Thus the contest. I find this a little bit hard to believe, because Andy Milligan seemed like the kind of guy that didn't care about anyone or anything, so I highly doubt that he was concerned about the safety of the rats. But, I don't know. And oddly enough, The Man with Two Heads only has one head. So, watch The Man with Two Heads. Shudder in the House of Degradation. In gory color, flesh-curdling experiments, sadistic suffering. The Man with Two Heads.